Hello there, Year 5, and welcome to Tuesday's English lesson. Now, as we said yesterday, this week is going to be slightly different. It's going to be a chance for you to bring out your inner storyteller. Now, what that means is that yesterday you all had to go out planning a tale of your choice, and today you're going to start writing it. Now, because some of you write at different paces and things like that, it is quite open-ended. What we are aiming for is by the end of Thursday, you to have written at least one story. Now, what I would like you to do is on Tuesday, today, Wednesday, and Thursday, spend the time that you would have spent in English in school writing something. Now, it's up to you whether that ends up being 3 short stories or 1 longer story, or if you choose to write for an hour a day on the same story. It's completely up to you, but it is a bit of a free write week. But use your plan from yesterday, and if you finish that story, that's fine. Have a go at planning another one. So we will have a look first of all at a bit of a sentence doctor activity. So can you correct this sentence so it has the right grammar and punctuation? So I've put that down as a starter activity. Let's have a look and see. So I'm going to get my green pen out. Straight away I can see one, can is spelt incorrectly and there's not clearly a capital letter. Can you correct? Correct should be, excuse me, C-O-R-R. Oh, let's try and spell it correctly when I'm doing the corrections. So correct should have 2 R's. So I'll pop that on top. Sentence should be E-N-C-E, not A-N-C-E. They've used the wrong homophone of right and they've given it a capital letter. Grammar should have an R on the end. We can get rid of that question mark that shouldn't be there. It should go at the end. Let's see how easy it is to draw. There we go. Punctuation is T-I-O-N to make the shun sound. So that's what you should have had for your corrections. Okay, so like we said yesterday, myself and Mr. Arnold are going to have a go at reading you guys a story each day because storytelling is more than just story writing. Storytelling is how you are able to tell a story and use your voice to help you. So have a listen, have a bit of a relax. Today's story is called Why Did the Chicken? Chickens are daft creatures with no brain at all. They have absolutely no sense whatsoever, and this story confirms it. There was once a group of chickens who fitted the above description well, that arrived at a busy road. No, they didn't fly across or anything like that, they simply tried to cross it. As is the norm with chickens, the smallest chicken went first. This brave, or stupid, chicken attempted to cross the road by playing chicken with the cars. Turns out playing chicken when you are a chicken is a big mistake. 1-0 to the busy road. Next, the oldest chicken announced that they would make a chicken catapult. They all agreed that it was an amazing idea and quickly constructed one. After counting down from 2, they fired the second youngest chicken into the air. Majestically, the valiant young chicken flew through the air like a feathery firework, carrying his fellow chickens' hopes and dreams for about 20 centimeters before splat. His adventure was ended by the number 29 double-decker bus. They came up with many more cunning schemes, a chicken chain, a disguise, and a tunnel. The first resulted in splat. The second resulted in quite a few splats, as well as a horrified driver who had thought that he had killed someone dressed in a long coat and trousers. The final idea didn't result in splat, but instead quite a few broken beaks, as concrete is difficult to dig through when you're a chicken. Now there were only 3 or 4 chickens left. They sat down on the dusty road and thought. Then the leader had an idea. The plan was simple. Climb up the nearby metal tower with long ropes that stretched into the distance. Peek through the ropes and swing across, peck through the ropes and swing across the road. Unfortunately, the 3 chickens that attempted the plan ended up pecking at a 10,000 volt electrical cable. For several days after, the area smelt like chicken dinner. The only chicken left now was the oldest one, who decided just to go for it. Breathing deeply, he closed his eyes and ran into the busy road. Flapping and keeping his eyes shut, he ran like his life depended on it, which it did. Finally, he tripped over a block and fell face down. Slowly opening his eyes, he was amazed to see he was on the opposite side. He had done it. He had finally crossed the road. After jumping around like a headless chicken, of course, of which he was thankful he wasn't, he gathered his thoughts and strolled toward the one place that he and his fellow chickens had been aiming for all along. They called it Chicken Heaven, a place so great that pictures of chickens covered the walls, tables, and signs. A true paradise, and now it was just yards away. All chickens knew its name, Come Forth Chickens, or as the humans called it, KFC. Sauntering in through the front doors, the chicken smiled his biggest and last smile. So there is your story about chickens. So have a think, what did you like about the story? Was there a clear structure? Did it have many characters? Was it written in the first person or third person? What would you change about it? And if you've got time after writing some of your story, can you create a book cover for it? So today, most of you will probably be doing the beginnings and the build-ups, so try to include an early character or setting description to engage the reader and set the scene. Have a go at using that show don't tell approach so that you really get the reader engrossed in your story. You may also want to explore some use of dialogue to progress the plot or give the reader an insight into your characters. Most importantly, have fun with it. Remember that you're going to be choosing one of your stories or your story to read on Friday as your storytelling part to this as well. So enjoy it, make sure that it's fun for you, and enjoy.